They say they want to live their last days in dignity after having endured the scars of torture for more than 50 years. And their lawyer says the British government is failing in its moral duty by not opening up about the past.
The history of what happened to the Mau Mau in Kenya during the 1950s at the hands of the British is a very sorry and distressing tale. It is, however, a tale that has to be told if we as the British people are to learn from the mistakes of the past.
The British crushed the Mau Mau by moving tens of thousands of people into detention camps, where they carried out widespread abuses. The Mau Mau themselves also committed atrocities. The British government argues that the uprising caused a great deal of pain for all sides. The British government's defence is expected to be rather technical. It's likely to argue that so much time has passed that this case should not now proceed. But that will not satisfy Britain's critics in Kenya and elsewhere, who say this country is not taking responsibility for some of the darkest deeds of empire. They want an apology and compensation, but they are old, so time is not on their side.
The picture that emerges is that the British government is aware that these victims are in their 80s and 90s, and they are buying time in order for all of them to die out.
After the end of the Mau Mau emergency, Kenya became independent. For decades that followed, British and Kenyan governments had a tacit agreement not to examine the past too closely. Now, as the claimants get their chance to tell their story in court, the past is bubbling up again, and ugly truths may emerge in the days ahead. Barnaby, Phillips, Al Jazeera at the High Court in London.